Alright, here for more Amstrad Action for that time of the week again. We're going to finish off issue number 62. It's probably a bit short, maybe. I think we've got 3 games to go through, so let's get started. OBS is not cooperating right now. Whatever. Anyway, let's get started. Anyway, first game is Time Machine. Which is by Activision, $9.99 tape, $14.99 disc, joystick keys. Haven't we seen this before? It's about a mad old prof who shuttles back and forth across the fabric of space-time, willy-nilly distorting the laws of physics and reason, whilst remaining wacky and somewhat absent-minded. Well, yes, we have the Back to the Future games to be precise, but the time-warpy feeling of deja vu ends there. Time Machine has a totally different style and totally different goals. The old guy you control is called Professor Potts. This is made as 2 spoons, but obviously isn't completely useless because he has perfected a time-travelling device. One day he is working on this little gadget when there's a terrorist attack. Of course, Potts tries to ignore this rude interruption, but a stray explosive hits its machine and within a nanosecond the prof is whisked, complete with lab coat, NHS specs and dandruff, back to the prehistoric times. What is he to do? No pubs, burger bars, or children's BBC. How is he to survive? Potts rashly decides to interfere with evolution, but anyone who knows anything about time travel will know that this is extremely dangerous, so don't try it at home. But if you are trapped 10 million years in the past, it's your only chance. If Potts can guide Earth's evolution safely to the present day, he'll be able to stop those meddlesome terrorists from bombing his time travel widget in the first place. The first time zone is pre-Ice Age. It's nice and warm and there are plenty of pretty volcanoes dotted around, spewing out fiery molten lava blobs, which is best to avoid. There are also palm trees, oily swamps, and small teddy bears. Don't laugh, these bears are your ancestors. They are very cute and harmless, so it won't be wrong. Anyway, you must ruin this paradise by causing an ice age to allow evolution to progress. Firstly, you must drop large rocks over deep vents in the ground to block off the emerging heat. Easy enough, but the poor teddies start feeling the cold, so you have to transport them to somewhere warm and safe. Luckily, you are dumped back in the past with a few useful items. One is a stun array, the others are small travel pods. These can be left in strategic locations and you can travel between them at will. This saves a great deal of legwork. You can also transport other items from screen to screen too. And the devices will even work from between time zones. Very useful indeed. If you manage to steer the planet into a decent ice age, you can proceed to time zone 2. Here, you must heat everything up again. It's a good idea to start by removing the rocks over the fence. 2 million years later, they're still there. There are a great many other tasks to complete before you have set evolution going in the right direction. The job is made harder because there are yetis around who would dearly love to eat you. Avoid or stun them and try to work out what you must do to proceed to time zone 3. When you do, you'll find that the teddies have evolved into cavemen. Of course. They are puzzling out the mysteries of circular motion and would very much like a helping hand. You, of course, being an extremely brainy professor, understand all such technical things as wheels, so you should be able to offer assistance. Quick, Prof, cover up the holes with the rocks. Zone 4 sees you at a somewhat obscure period in history. There's a rather daunting giant who's guarding a bridge. This is the key to vital oil reserves. You have to go kill the giant to free the oil. Watch 4 is still a bit of a mystery. Like all the other levels, it isn't as easy as it sounds. There are more than a few complications, and quite understandably, the giant doesn't take kindly to attempts on his life. If you manage all this, you are rewarded with your arrival back in the present day. You can start repairing your time machine using your ability to dash back and forth through the time zones to collect any items you might need. The time machine is very different from either of the Back to the Future games. Any resemblance of Professor Potts or Doc Emmett is forgiven once you start playing the game, and there's certainly no sign of either a diminutive permanent adolescent or a dodgy unpainted Irish sports car. The playing area is 5 screens wide, not much perhaps, but they change a good deal over the 5 time zones and 10 million years the game spans. You must keep an eye on a lot of the previous screens because having set evolution into motion, it could all go wrong, leading to all sorts of problems in later millennia. So you'll have to dash back and forth, steering the course of events. An example can be seen if you plant an apple in one zone. If you travel to the same place in a later zone, you'll bump into a fully grown apple tree. Such enormous power must be used carefully. There are lots of objects and animals around, and the game has an arcade element as you negotiate your way past falling fireballs from the volcanoes and violent prehistoric creatures. A pteranodon flies through the sky of the first zone. His, or probably her, thinking about it, eggs are on the ground below, and if you fire a stunner at them, they'll swoop down angrily and carry you off across the other screens at top speed. Terrifying though this is, you can use it as a quick form of transport. Just press fire when you get to the screen you want, and you'll drop safely to terra firma. But what's it like? First, the bad news. Time zones are largely one colour specky port. The sprites are large, but could be smoother. The 3D-ish effects as you walk in and out of the screen work nicely without too many annoying collision detection errors. Control of the professor can be a little woolly, but this could be put down to the fact that the old geezer's getting on and his coordination isn't what it used to be. There is a lot of other movement on screen. The teddy bears in the first zone wander around engagingly until you zap them with your stun ray, and the corresponding animals on the other levels move similarly. The Yetis and Giant further on in the game are large for a spectrum port and add much to the atmosphere. Each time zone is a different overall colour, so it is easy to remember where or when you are. There's also an information display panel overhead which tells you which object you are examining, which screen you are on, and which zone you are in. It also shows you your energy level and your stun gun recharging level. Again, the graphics are clear, but are very reminiscent of Sir Clive's little machine. There's no sound whatsoever in Time Machine. This might seem like a major deficiency, but because of the nature of the game, it takes a while for you to notice. The silence isn't deafening, but the spot effects or a tune you could switch on or off would have added an indefinable something to the program. Time Machine is a different sort of game. It combines joystick dexterity with a great deal of puzzle solving and logic. The combination works well, and to a great extent overcomes the lack of sound and the spectrum graphics. However, the game is very difficult. You can slowly progress through the levels, but the occasional quirk will have you stumped for aeons. This form of time travel can get very frustrating as you puzzle your way, but if you're not too bothered by speaky ports and silence, and if you enjoy being flummoxed, step into the time machine and head back to the dawn of history. James Piltdown Man Leach. First day target score, Trigger and Ice Age. Second opinion, the first impressions are rather grim. An outrageous spicky port in a game with only 25 screens. Play a bit longer though, and you'll find yourself growing more and more enmeshed in the highly complex game. The verdict, graphics 67%, the spectrum that time forgot. Sonics, 0%. Great game to play in a library. Grab factor, 65%. Bit difficult to fathom at first. Staying power, 81%. Great if you're a lateral thinker. AA rating, 76%. A timeless concept to keep you going for ages. Okay. Now we get to play the damn thing. Let's see. Start name first, that helps. Type it right, that helps too. Okay. Switch this over. Here we go. Alright. Vivid Image presents Time Machine. Great 990 Vivid Image. Yeah, I didn't even bother to change the default Spectrum font there. Huh. Time to get started. Let's go. Oh, he's a dude. So, gotta push these rocks, do we? Okay, how do we push rock? Oh. Don't fall in, you idiot! Well, that was wonderful. Oh. Okay. How do we push? Okay. Okay, got rock. Okay, covered all right, right? Oh, jump! Guess that's good enough. There's the fire bit. So that's how volcanoes work. They spew out fireballs. Alright. Drop something. And it sinks. Oh, bonk! These are apparently teddy bears. Oh, God. Oh, okay, this is. Okay, this isn't that deep then. Stop jumping! Hmm. Alright. Cave. Can we go in cave? Guess not. Can't go down this way? No. I'm pretty. Oh, this all just wraps around. Yep. Oh, stop jumping! Okay, now what? Now I have absolutely no idea what to do. Can you do something with these rocks here? Oh. Oh, there's the eggs. Okay. Now we get it. Go anywhere else, does it? I'm gonna do this. Oops. I don't. It still fell in. Somehow he still falls in. Okay. Can we go up? How do we go back a? How do we go back a stage or level? There's supposed to be 25 screens. I'm not jumping there. That's dangerous. I think that water's too deep. I'm sure he can swim, right? That's just probably no. Nope. What are you jumping for? Hey, there's nothing, no actual items in here or anything. No, no. Oh, there's the eggs. There's the eggs. Who, I don't know if pteranodons actually lay the eggs on the ground. Who knows? Let me just wrap around here. I have no idea what to do now. Cut up the holes. Okay. Alright. The question is now where to? Nothing over there. Okay, come here, you. Oh, come on. Oh, I got one. Do I have to take him to the cave? I wonder. Do I have to take him to the cave or something? Donk. Oh no, I got him. Can I not? Oh, can I not go this way with him? Huh. Okay, I guess I have to go this way then. Oh, bonk. Wait. Take him with us. Oh, at least move. Stay there. I bet he doesn't stay there. Who moved these rocks? No, stop jumping. Okay. Your friend's still here. So how do we get across here? You can't. You can jump, but you can't with an object. Where do we take these fellows? What do the reviews say here? What do the reviews say? Just somewhere warm and safe, it says. Just transform somewhere warm and safe. But, Oh, there's more of them. Oh, he's here. Get the thing, I need to do something with this fire here, but... Oh. You know, get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Yeah. Uh-oh. Are we dead? We have more items. We have switch item options. It mentions travel pods that ain't obvious. Um, Bonk. Other way. Just jumped again. Hmm. Let me check. I'm gonna check the manual on this thing. Must be something I'm missing. Let's see. Alright. Time machine. Okay, yeah. Down and jump is crouch and will pick up object. Fire with any other direction is jump. Any other direction. Additional keyboard controls. Okay. Where? Oh. Commodore Amiga, Atari ST, Amstrad CPC. Pick up drop beam to travel pod 1. F1, F2, F3, F4. Beam to travel zone 1 to 5 if active. Escape to pause. Q for a new game whilst in pause mode. F10 to toggle sound effects and music. Again, Atari versions only. Okay then. Okay. So. Oh, okay, I see. These here. So now if I hit that, this guy takes me off. We'll go over to the here. Okay, can drop. Yeah. Okay. Go back to okay. So come on, dudes, where are ya? Where are ya? Oh god, what did I do that for? There he is. Okay, can I transport? No, not while I'm carrying something. No, apparently not. How do I? How do I get them somewhere? I presume it's the cave we have to get to. So I can't go across the river. I can't go past here. We still have this guy here too. When they're gone. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe here is somewhere safe and warm. There's a little fire there. You can do much with it. Ow! He really did. He's almost dead. Oh! Oh! Where? No, he just jumped. What is this here? Hmm. Interesting. I had to figure out what really exactly you're supposed to do. Any more objects we can... Hmm. Is it eggs that will call the pteranodon to take us away? Anything else in here? Those boulders move again. Oh god. Did he die again? He died again. Try again. Ah, so rock. Pick it up. Rock. Clearly, this guy's been working out a bit. Be able to carry these large rocks. Okay. it there? Watch out for that. You could pick up the fire and put it somewhere. I knew what this item, how to get this item, or what exactly it is. Get some energy back here. Oh, okay. Well, apparently hit it at the same time as picking it up, because you can do that, apparently. Okay. Should be plenty of room right there. I don't know how many of these things there are. Yeah, can't transport or carrying anything. Seems a little unfair. Okay, there's 3 of them. Is this enough? Well, I doubt it. No, there's another one. Oh yeah, they're just leaving. Yeah, I can't carry them across here. When I start moving, they disappear from here too. Hmm. Can we just stop them on the transporter, perhaps? Wait, where were we? Pick it up, dude. Pick it up, pick it up. You have to jump. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. Okay. Yes, no, that doesn't work. No. It's 4. Okay. Hmm. See if we can. See if we can find some info on how to solve this damn thing. Nope. Not there. Oh, here's a solution. Alright, prepare for the ice age, cool the zone down, and get the TDBs into hibernation. Cover the holes with rocks, go to the next room and drop pod 1 by the tree. Shoot the eggs and get picked up by the pterodactyl, drop off by the cave from pod position 2. Transport back to the tree. Chase the small animals, stun and then transport them to the cave. They will hibernate. After shifting vast amounts of the red lights to green, great if you have a green screen, then press key 2 to transport yourself to zone 2. Chase the small animals is what it says. Does it mean little teddy bear friends here? So where is this tree? It's just where we are, I think. I mean, these are trees, I think. So the question is, how do we chase the animals? They just seem to do whatever the damn well want. How does one chase these things that go where the damn well please? You can stun them, pick them up, and carry them somewhere, but you can't get to the cave where you're supposed to put them. Stop jumping. Oh, stop it. Go this way. Okay, here moves the rocks. You stay there. Jump. Here. So we can't get across the river here. With this dude. This won't let you. The question is, how do you chase them to over there? That's the question. Oh, come on. How do I get you across here? Yeah, I don't know how you chase them. Oh, he just left. Oh, he's back. A gun to stun them with, that's all it does though. Don't seem pretty sort of be controlled in any way. Ow. Chase the small animals, stun, and then transport them to the cave. They will hibernate. Okay, it says chase them, then stun them. How do we get them to the cave? You can't transport. You can't transport them when you're holding them. Also, it doesn't say how many there are of them. Stun them. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't transport them. Oh, oh damn it. Take me back over there. I've got to set the transport up again because I messed up. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, you can't transport while you're carrying anything. the thing. How do we transport them? It does not seem to work well. Right. Oh, oh! Here we go. Oh, stress. I think. Did it pick me up with it? I think we just successfully made the game screw up. Let's move the rocks again. Oh, we did it. Good this time. Still managed to make the game screw up, but hey. Bring them over here. Oh! No, don't. Oh, the eggs are gone. I think just re-enter the screen and we should... Yeah. I've got one. Off we go. Do we have a strategy? Will this work? Will the game break before we get it done? Oh, no. uh, game does not want us to play it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, enough of that then. It's had enough. It's had enough. Never mind. Next game. Next game, it's California Games. We've played this one before, so we don't have to play it again. Oh, read the review. This is a budget re-release version. California Games by Kicks $2.99. Joystick or keys. Oh, the sun, the sand, the surf. California is certainly the place to be. It's ideal for lying around and watching the beautiful people and weirdos parade past. Why anyone should want to indulge in exhausting sports there is beyond me. Nevertheless, people do. California Games is a decathlon-style compilation of 6 trendy West Coast sports. You and 4 like-minded pals can participate in a competition comprising of skateboarding in a half-tube, hacky sack, footbagging, BMX stunting, surfing, roller skating, and frisbeeing. They are loading in, these are loading in one by one, and the four players take it in turns to achieve greatness at them. Typically, each player will have 3 lives and must gain points for stunts, style, and skill. In some games, you take the form of a female, and others you're male, typically Californian in quality. In all the games, there is a serious amount of joystick waggling, with many of the stunts requiring a lot of practice. Don't expect them to be easy. Some, like the BMX and skateboarding, are wickedly hard. Frustration may build and tempers may fray. The graphics are large and bright with many very sunny California type colours. Unfortunately, the scrolling is jerky and the gameplay slow. But overall, this is a decent selection of simple games to play, all with a common theme. You'll need good timing for a few, and will probably need a deal of luck as well. It'll be a great compilation to play when winter is here and it's raining outside. James Baywatch Leach. First aid target score. Beat all your mates. Second opinion. Quite nice because it reminds you of summer, but the games themselves aren't a lot of cop. Not bad for money as a compilation though. The verdict. Graphics 63%. Sun, sand, surf and sex. Eh? Sonic's 48%. Sounds like a typical Californian summer. Grab factor 64%. Lost the see and do. Staying power 59%. Does require practice and skill. AA rating 67%. Challenging set of multiplayer games. Next game is The Boxer by Cult. $2.99 tape. Keys only. Just imagine the fun you could have with a pugilist, look it up, of your own. Think of the money you could make if he was any good. In The Boxer, this is exactly the scenario you are presented with. You are a boxing manager with one promising lad in your care. At the start of the game, you set up his skills and abilities by allocating points for fitness, stamina, strength, morale, and so on. Before each match, you must train him in specific skills to raise these values. Then you arrange a venue and an opponent. The opponents range from evil giants with sledgehammer fists to a stunted weakling with a punch like an enfeebled earthworm. Hiring a large venue is expensive. If not enough people turn up, you'll be well out of pocket. Similarly, if your boy gets his head punched in, the hospital fees will mount up. Rioting sometimes occurs at the ringside, and you'll also have to stump up for the damage caused by the fans. You can bet on the outcome of any match, though. Betting on your lad might be loyal, but if he's rubbish, you'll lose out. So it's best to go for the opponent. It's possible to earn a bijou pile of rhino by watching your lad get consistently beaten. Graphics are simple but work well. The match is shown on screen as it's battled out, but you don't know how it's going until someone is KO'd. Sound is also simple but effective, mainly heavy thumping sounds. This type of game is naturally limited owing to its linear and non-variable form, so you won't be playing it exclusively for the next few weeks. However, there are 5 levels of difficulty, and there is a lot of fun to be had if you try to get the lad in shape for the world title. A great little budget game if you like manager simulations. James Rocky Leach. First aid target score. Beat 3 opponents. Second opinion. It's got graphics, which is going one better than most management games, but that's not saying much. Quite simplistic and only of interest to dedicated strategists. The verdict. Graphics 56%. Infinitely better than none at all. Sonic's 47%. Jingly tune and serious thumping. Grab factor 72%. Forget the training, get stuck in. Staying power 55%. You'll eventually get punch drunk. AA rating 67%. Certainly one of the better management games. Huh? Okay. Loading Boxer. The Boxer. Written by T. Felstead. Original Spectrum version by Thurston Felstead. Subsea version by P. Hiley. Alright, let's get started. Let's start very easy because I'm sure we're going to be raising a loser here. Need a Boxer name. We'll call him Loser. How about that? He'll be named well. Okay, divide the points between the attributes. 200 points. What's keys only? What other keys? Oh, we've got to type in the amounts. We've got 50 each. That'd be boring though. Strength to 75. Stamina 60. There we go. Now we've got nothing left pretty much. Five. Put the rest into the morale. Okay, sure. I'm sure this will work out well. Status. I didn't want to save the. I'll just save it. I don't care. Status report is what I wanted to do. £10,000. Rank number 20th. Ability 10. Okay. Opponent profile. Oh. Bob Armless. Sam McBiggin. Jack Freezer. Ben Backlash. Marvin Hart. I'm sure Bob Armless would be a good boxer. World rank number 17. Statistics. Ability 14. Strength. 110. Lost 7. I don't know. That's not what I wanted. Ben Backlash, world rank number 18. He's won 7, lost 19, drawn 3. Stamina's 99 though, somehow. Marvin Hart, world rank number 19. Won 5, lost 20, drawn 4. Okay, let's see what happens. Time to fight. We'll make it a month. Place the El Cheapo Hall, the Joe Populari Hall, the Substandard Stadium, the La Creme Stadium, the Vanguard Astrodome, the Megabucks Hyper Venue. We'll start the Joe Populari Hall. We might be able to fill that out. Okay, training week 1 of 4. Do the road work, some training in, some sparring, So we're opponent sparring here. Rick Gunge, Matt Slug, Steve Skill, and Arthur Reflex. Matt Slug. Like it'll make a difference or something. You never rest. Ooh. Your back garden. Free. Yes. Back garden, because it all costs nothing. Gym work. Jim's Gym. Orion Sports Centre. The fitness complex. Go to Jim's Gym. Okay. Place bet. Let's bet on him. £8,450. Dodgy Don the bookie offers you odds of 4 to 1 on both boxes. How much you want to bet? He asks. Most I'll take per bet is £25,000. I don't take no credit. £6,000. On the opposition. Attendance 275 people. Oh no. Welcome to the big fight. It's live from the Joe Popularity Health. In the blue corner, his opponent, Marvin Hart. He was wearing black shorts. The fight was fought over 8 3-minute rounds. Seconds out, round 1. Fighting. They're fighting. Maybe we should have bet on a draw. The way this is going. Punch, 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 punch. It's just like the real thing. Ooh. In round, second out, round 2. This game seems a bit simplistic, really. Just watch the fight. I mean, at least you do get to watch the fight and not just words. Into round 2. See how that round 3. Yeah, I'm saying I think I should have bet on the draw. How do you know who's winning? Round 4. Seeing as out, round 5. Round 6. Hope we're being entertained. Exciting as the real thing. Round 7. Any of the boxers look bored at the end of the round. Huh? Round 8. Here we go. Who will win? It's so hard to tell. Not like anyone's been knocked down yet. What do you think? Seem to be punching each other. Not much else is happening. Punch, punch. Oh, it's a draw. Well, venue hire £1,000. Training £550. Betting loss £1,000. Prize money £1,000. Ticket sales £1,000. 9,000. We lost some money. Not a lot though. Not too bad. Maybe we should try Bob Armless. This guy. 110, lost 7. I'm sure he'll kick our ass. Give it a month again. Do the same haul. Do some gym work. Do gym again. Road work. Rest. Maybe let him go to Blackpool. And then you do sparring. Steve Skill this time. Okay. Place a bet. For 8,225. $1,000 again. And bet on the opponent. Attendance 678 people. Well, more attendance this time at least. See how well this goes. Bob Armless is not very armless though. See how long this lasts. Hopefully something might happen during this match. At least that's the idea. Punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Oh! What? first round. What the hell happened? Okay. I did not expect that. I was expecting to lose badly. Video game. Ugh. Okay, we've got time for one more then. Leon Stinks. That's a good name. 1-5, lost 25. He's ranked 14th. Strength was only 14. Huh. Okay. We'll go for him then. Again, it'll take a month. Same hall. Some road working. Some weight training in. Acme Box Factory. Build a weight hall. Spend a bit of money. Do a rest again. Go to Blackpool again, that's fine. And then sparring. Place a bet. Dodgy Don the bookie offer you odds with 2-1 on both boxes. 1,000. Bet on the opponent again. It's supposed to win. Oh, attendance 1,000 people. Full house. Oh. Writing fans without tickets have caused £124 worth of damages. The owner of Joe Popularity Hall demands that you pay up. Huh? Punch, 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 punch. Oh, into round one. Round three. This ends up another draw. Round four. Oh, a knockout. Leon Stinks wins. Good, I'll get some money out of that one. Yeah, betting profit £2,000. Yeah. Now we're getting rich. No prize money though. Look at matters. Status report. Ranked number 15. One win, one loss, one draw. Yeah, that's the boxer. We'll move on. Next game. Next game is Twin World by Ubisoft. $9.99 tape, $14.99 disc, joystick or keys. It's not very pleasant when your entire family is brutally murdered by an evil druid. You'd no doubt be a bit miffed. Apart from the upset and annoyance, there's also the inconvenience of having no one to bring you up properly. It's exactly what happened to Ulupa Karakin. His family happened to possess a magical amulet, which naturally made all the evil beings in the neighbourhood extremely jealous. Mulder was the evilest, nastiest, wickedest wizard in both whole wide worlds. So one day he broke his way into the Karakin household and massacred the lot of them. All that was except a 2-year-old Europa. He was rescued by a faithful servant and taken away somewhere safe. Mulder, of course, made off with the sacred amulet. Oh no. To use it for his own evil ends. However, his wrongdoings managed to break the artifact into lots of pieces. An explosion scattered the bits across the entire land. These things happen when you mess around with magic. Anyway, Europa grew up an orphan, raised by his dad's ex-servant Thorax. When the boy turned 16, Thorax told him the story of how his relatives were killed and how Mulder subsequently became ruler of the kingdom, and how Europa better jolly well do something about it. So, off sets our young hero. He needs to collect the 23 pieces of the amulet. It's a specific number. For only then can he destroy Mulder for good and banish the darkness that has spread across the land. The thing is, it's not simply a case of wandering around, picking up the pieces and sticking them together with superglue. For a start, the landscape itself is pretty perilous. It's littered with swamps and high ledges and other rough territory. On top of that, hordes of evil creatures under the command of Mulder. Is it Mulder or Mulder? Yuri. Make up your mind. Hordes of evil creatures under the command of Mulder are out for your blood. The biggest complication of all, though, is that there are two worlds. One is above ground, the other is subterranean. They can be stepped between appropriate portals present themselves. Both need to be explored if the quest is to be completed successfully. Our hero is not completely defenseless, though he can blow bubbles. Now that may sound a pretty feeble method of monster bashing, but it's not. These bubbles can be flung around with some degree of accuracy, and any creature that gets in the way will know about it. They come in 3 flavours: strong, super strong, and double super strong. Control of Europa is easily mastered. The little chappie is fairly agile. He can leap around athletically and crouch down low. Both actions are good for avoiding the enemy. When stood directly in front of a portal, a quick downwards tap allows him to flip to the twin world. Repeating the action elsewhere makes him stamp on the floor, which comes in useful later on. I don't think I got that far. Firing the bubbles is straightforward enough. Actually hitting anything is another matter. They seem to go everywhere that is apart from where you were originally intended. Most of the early beasties that you'll encounter are easily damaged or easily dismissed. It's just a case of standing a safe distance away and discharging a couple of your potent bubbles at them. When they die, they leave behind a little present, usually worth extra points, but sometimes rather more valuable. There are a large variety of these monsters. Flying beasts really bother you unless you're unfortunate enough to jump directly into them. Then there's a creature that simply walks around. There's a preset pattern, walking first one way, then turning on the spot and walking back again. As long as you stay out of its patrol, you can easily avoid it and shoot it down without putting yourself in mortal danger. As you get deeper into the game, though, the creatures get more and more dangerous. Some shoot back, and as if that wasn't enough, there are dragons with detachable heads that chase you, and there are pit monsters that live underground, waiting for the unwary to walk near enough to make a quick meal out of them. Blowing all these bubbles is thirsty work. Fortunately, there are plenty of refreshing potions around that can be picked up and drunk. Whoever knows that these elixirs contain Whoever knows what these elixirs contain to have such an effect? Probably washing up liquid. Once destroyed, a creature leaves behind a gift. Pick it up quickly as it disappears in a couple of seconds. And if you manage to find a magic flute, you can call up a shopkeeper. Now you can buy various items to further your quest in destroying evil. A tune plays merrily away on the title screen. In the game itself, though, you're limited to rudimentary spot effects. A few chirps and bleeps inform you that you've picked something up, fired a bubble, or killed something. The background scrolls along smoothly as your character makes progress. It's quite a large playing area, taking up perhaps 2/3 of the screen, so the flicker-free scrolling is quite an achievement. The playing area is drawn completely in Amstrad's 4-colour mode. The initial levels are drawn in black, green and brown, colours that look atmospheric enough with lots of mud and grass. It can make things a bit hard to spot though, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled for the tiniest change in graphics. Everything is well drawn. Europa looks particularly cute, but don't be fooled. His Rambo-style headband shows that he means business. Twin World is one of those games that'll keep you coming back to your keyboard again and again until you finally complete it. The difficulty level is pitched just right so that you don't progress mega quickly, but it's not so hard that you'll become disheartened and pack it in. You simply won't rest until the evil Mulder has been destroyed forever and ever. Adam Cutesy Wearing. We got twin tips. Need some help getting you started? And learn from our mistakes. Here's the AA guide to a long and healthy life in Twin World. Look before you leap. It's all too easy to misjudge where the ground finishes and the water begins. Kill everything. Most of the baddies you shoot will just gain you extra points, but some reveal vital extras. More time, lives, and other goodies are there for the taking. Explore unlocked doors and tunnels first. You'll find that many of the locked portals are necessary to go through. They're just a waste of a valuable key. Or unnecessary to go through. Mapping the layout is immensely helpful. The same baddies always give up the same items, so mark down what you expect to find and where. And of course, when you finally complete the game, AA will be only too pleased to publish the best one. One of the flutes is to the right of the 3rd level. Kill one of the bird-like creatures that hovers over a chasm and quickly jump for the flute before it drops out of sight forever. Required objects will disappear forever. Great. When you approach a powerful creature such as the dragon, change to the most powerful shots and then let him have it. The lower grade bubbles are fine for the weedier creatures. Don't be afraid to let rip with your bubbles. There are plenty of potions to top up your supply. First day target score. Complete the first 4 levels. The verdict. Graphics 76%. Cute atmospheric graphics. A bit hard to make out sometimes. Sonic 72%. Brilliant title tune. Limited effects. Grab factor 80%. Easy to control character. It takes a while to figure things out. Staying power 86%. Loads and loads to explore. Linear graphics all get finished eventually. Linear games will get finished eventually. A rating 82%. Cute game that you'll keep playing until you solve it. Second opinion. Cute and playable, certainly, but with only 4 colours on screen, those hazards are just a bit too tricky to spot for my liking. Otherwise, a pretty good outing in one of the better genres. Okay. I never changed the title in the previous game, did I? Idiot. Stupid. Oh well. There's always something you forget. Okay. Don't we all read? Read 1990 Ubisoft. No, I don't think that much of this tune. Fine. Joystick. Play. Huh? Here we are. Here's a dude. Here's a little stamp. Ugh. In we go. Skulls everywhere. There's one here. Come back here. Oh, jeez, I didn't see that. Yeah, don't really get anything out of going through there anyway, other than the key, I guess. Oh! Oh, there's an item there, I didn't notice. It's far too long to crouch as well, it's a little annoying. And then went over him. Oh, yeah. Aiming is, aiming is hard. Oh, let's ignore him. Coming back? Bird? Bird? Let's go in here, this locked place. Stuff. Sure, that's worth it. Okay, through here we go. Oh, that was close. Oh, jeez. It's taking me the wrong way back here. Oh, God. How do we change bubbles? There we go, like that. Can we kill this thing? Is it possible? Yes, we got it. But it killed me too. And we gotta go all the way back. Let's go through here. Across here. Oh. It scored 1,045 points and reached level A. Well, it's a start, I guess. Try again. How do I hit you? Oh. I did jump again. God damn it. Why did you stop? Unpredictable. I'm running out of shots already. Yeah, that's better. Let's go in here. I know why I did this, but can we go back out this way, or is this lock behind us? Yep, it looks behind us. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't do that. A little tiny jump. Okay, we got it, I think. Oh. Ah. All the way back. Can I go this way? No. Okay. Here then. Here. Hey! Alright, next level. Almost dead. Oh, don't go in. Okay, we'll go in here. Damn it. You can't duck fast enough. It's really annoying. Is that deadly? I don't know. He's got 2,205 points to reach level B. Yay! We'll give it one more go. Try not to die so often this time. It's gonna go bye-bye. That's just for points. Why do I bother? Yeah, we don't need to go in there, but not really anywhere else. We use keys anyway, so why not? All the way back. Yeah, that was too early. Alright, stage 2. Sorry, stage B. So we do that. Yeah. Huh. I didn't. Okay. It seems we don't keep our keys from the previous stage. assuming there's something over here. Oh, come on! I pushed the third time. Oh, no. Yeah, it's way too slow to duck. Come on, where are you? Ooh, what was that? Spring. Okay. How long is this? Okay. Let's go down here. What's in here? Time? Don't have any. That's the exit. Okay. Okay, so we should come here last then. What's in here? Hey, life up. Okay, so it's over. The thing's over there. All right. Okay. This will let us through. Here we go. So 3. Sure, there's nothing important that we missed. Oh, fire. Skull. Okay. Look, a unicorn. Oh, no. Hmm. A spring. God. Scored 3,472 points and reached level C. Oh, it's progress, I guess. Ah, I think I'll do with twin wheels for now. I think that's the last game, isn't it? Yep. Borg now. More adventure news and reviews from the big hairy one. Boldly going where angels and other reviewers fear to tread, the Borg this month experiences the last days of Planet Doom, as well as reading all about the secret art of adventure writing. News. Adventure PD. A new Adventure PD library is being set up by Debbie Howard, adventure columnist for the United Amstrad User Group magazine, CPC user. At the moment, Debbie is looking for adventures to add to her library, so if you have written an adventure which you'd like to go to PD, then send an SAE for more information to her. Making your first adventure public domain is an excellent way of making a name for yourself. As something by Ken Bond. Debbie has not yet opened the library, so please don't write to her asking for games. WoW software. As reported in last month's Borog, Joan Pancock H. Pilg has started her own software house called WoW Software. The initial selection of adventures includes 3 new titles: Simply Magic, Crisply Crunchy, and Time. And a whole pile of re-releases including the Lost Furious and Arnold trilogies. Amstrad's success at Adventure Probe Awards. Adventure Probe magazine has just held its first convention, and Amstrad users collected many of the awards on offer. Ken Bond's script, the best text-only 8-bit adventure of the year for his game The Island. Joan Pancott, H. Pilg, was awarded Most Helpful Adventure of the Year. And Lorna Patterson, Best Playtester of the Year. Scapegoat by Level 9 was awarded Best Graphic Adventure Game, and Delta Force Mindfighter was Biggest Game Letdown of the Year. Apparently a good time was had by all who attended the convention, and the editor, Mandy Rodriguez H. Belg, is already planning the next one. Computer Adventures, The Secret Art, by Gil Williamson, £7.95, Amazon Systems, Merwood, Surrey. This is a book. Yeah, it's a book. The Last Days of Doom, Topologica, 1995, plus 50p post, disc only. Last Days of Doom is the third and final part of Topologica's Doom series of games, the other 2 being Countdown to Doom and Return to Doom. See the mini reviews below, written by Peter Kilworth, author of Philosopher's Quest, a classic game. Last Days is, in Peter's own words, cosmic in parts. After winning, you'll literally never be the same again. Strong words to say about any adventure. Is Last Days really that good? Well, I'm not sure if it will change your life, but Last Days is certainly a good game. This time the planet Doomawangara, Doom for short, is dying, and only you can save it. Doomquakes, eruptions, and other nasty things are happening on the surface, and goodness knows what's happening underground. To cap it all, a third artifact has turned up not far from a ruined walled city. The experts reckon Doom will blow up in a few days' time, and any sane person should stay away. As usual, the expert, but you feel you have to try and help. As usual, you crash on the planet whilst trying to land. This is where the game starts with you and your ship. With your crew of 3, don't worry about them. They all crash to death about a minute later. The crashed cruiser is quickly slipping into a deep chasm, and you'll have to escape fast, or the chasm will turn into your tomb. What follows is a race against time to escape the ship and rescue your trusty robotic dog companion. Yes, the lovable dog from Return to Doom is back, and is a good sidekick, a sort of topological version of Floyd. Rescuing the dog is difficult, and it indicates a level of difficulty throughout the rest of the game. This is not the only one of Peter Kilworth's best games, it's also one of his hardest. You needn't have played the previous 2 games to enjoy Last Days of Doom, but it helps a lot. If you have already visited the planet Doom and experienced the various inhabitants before, then your atmosphere and enjoyment of Last Days is greatly increased. In fact, knowledge of the previous games, though not essential for completion of Last Days, does help. If you have played Return and Countdown, then you will be much better prepared for some of the puzzles you encounter. Puzzles are what Last Days of Doom is all about. They vary from simple object manipulation to incredibly complicated time-related poses. These puzzles cause a lot of frustration in the game. There are some objects that can only be used once, but due to a lack of an examine command or a helpful description, you have no idea what they are. What follows is a lot of saving and restoring while you experiment with various spheres, rods, and cylinders, and try to discover what they will do. In fact, you'll find yourself dying a lot in this game as it is so difficult. With no RAM saves or oops, you'll have to rely on good old-fashioned saving to disk, which, although fast, is still an annoyance. As with all Topologica games, Last Days of Doom is a comprehensive online help system, structured in stages. You initially get a partial clue, then a more detailed one, and so on. You are more or less guaranteed to use the help function of Last Days sooner or later. The package also comes with a bonus game, Hezarin, on the B-side. Hezarin is a typical swords and sorcery style exploration game. It's large and well written, and it complements the science fiction style of Last Days well. Last Days is expensive. It's nearly double the price of the first 2 titles in the trilogy. But when you take into consideration the bonus game, the price works out reasonable. Even so, £20 is a lot of money. Original and well-written games are Topologica's strong point. While where other companies have moved on to developing flashy passes and amazing graphics, Topologica is stuck with its original format. Though flashy passes and amazing graphics do add to a game, they sometimes hide an unoriginal, illogical, and poorly written game. If you prefer a good old-fashioned challenging adventure with loads of well-thought-out logical puzzles, then buy it. In fact, I recommend buying the whole trilogy. You won't regret your decision, and you'll be busy adventuring for a long while. Adventure, 80%. Interaction, 67%. Challenge, 90%. Overall, 82%. Countdown to Doom reviewed AA26 1195, disc only. You crash land on the mysterious planet Doom. The planet's atmosphere slowly corrodes your spaceship, so you must fix it quickly. Searching for spare parts, you'll also find treasure. Escape, and you'll be rich. Overall, 59%. Return to Doom reviewed AA35 1195, disc only. You visit Doom again, this time to answer to an ambassadorial stress call. RTD has devilishly difficult puzzles and introduces you to your trusty robot dog who plays a large part in Last Days. Overall, 70%. Well, special offer. Ben Kerslake of Topologica has put together a special offer for AA readers. Buy any 3 Topologica games for only £27. So you can buy the complete Doom trilogy for £27, a saving of £17. Or any other 3 Topologica games. Games available at Acton, issue 29, 69%. Avon, issue 51, 87%. Monster of Murdoch, 11, AA11, 75%. Countdown to Doom, AA26, 59%. Return to Doom, AF35, 70%. Last Days of Doom, we saw that review. Giant Killer, Kingdom of Hamel, Philosopher's Quest, AA26, 58%. And Hizarin. We get Hizarin with Last Days of Doom as well, alright? That's 4 games. Ooh. Compo Cataclysm. Blast, Blast, and Double Blast. Eagle-eyed readers stating last issue's brilliant Borg birthday competition details have been jamming the AA switchboards following a minor oversight whereby we managed to avoid printing about 99.5% of the information you needed to enter. Just to refresh your memory, if they answer the questions correctly, 10 lucky readers stand to win copies of the following: Castle Master, Lords of Chaos, Bloodwitch, Computer Adventures, The Secret Art, plus a year's subscription to the Adventurers Club Limited, plus a copy of the Adland Adventure Creator to the first name out of the hat, and the questions. 1. Bloodwitch and Lords of Chaos are role-playing games. Name another CPC role-playing game. 2. Castle Master was written by Incentive Software, which also markets a famous adventure writing system. What was the system called? 3. ACL is the longest established adventurers club in the UK. What year was it formed? And last but not least, in which issue did yours truly, the Borg, first write for Amstrad Action? Send your competition answers together with your preference for tape or disc on a postcard or the back of an envelope to Borg's birthday competition. The closing date is the 15th of November. Remember to say whether you require tape or disc. Small ads. More normal ads. A wide range of educational software for Amstrad, CPC, PCW, PC, and all popular home computers is detailed in our full-color Parents Guide. That's for a free copy together with a specific listing for your make of micro. Subs prices held. Save back issues. Best value ever. 12 issues at the old price of $17.95 plus free game. Star Software. I wish I could have a magic button, freeze any program, save it to disk or tape, load later or continue, poke infinite lives, etc. Study and alter programs, totally control my CPC, do it all instantly, reliably and fully automatically. But I can't. I can with the multi-phase, even on the new CPC. Puzzle's over, multi-phase, the CPC's missing link. Free for all. Greetings, my fellow key tappers. Lady Lamb is returned with a regular 2 pages to bleat on about the virtues of the public domain, filled with programs at the price that won't fleece your pocket. This month I dip into the free for all post bag, a sort of sheep dip, I suppose. So no actual look at public domain programs again. Soccer Management Simulator for the CPC 6128. Cheat mode! It's bigger than ever! Uncle Phil takes another tour of Cheat City. I guess most people haven't seen the new console system as yet, let alone thought of cheating on the games. Oh, I don't know though. But it is worth remembering that the Nintendo chappies quite often build help into their games, though pokes as such won't be possible on ROM-based games. There are always key pieces, playing tips, passwords, map solutions, etc. I await your call. Laser Squad, it's Big Poke Day again. Thomas Jolly of Corbridge has really done the stuff of this cracking routine for the tape version of Laser Squad. It gives you just about everything you could possibly need and more. Waste some scape with a dozen off the rocket launcher. All in all, a jolly fine cheat. Is no one safe? Little Puff, the map. We brought you the complete solution to Codemaster's fluffy froth back in AA60, but for those of you still having trouble finding your way around, John Gervin has produced this map showing the location of all those valuable little objects. The enemy. Rex. Fancy a bit of rock hopping mercenary style? Graham has the answer to the Rex problem. Yeah. There's more of the Blazer Squad pokes in case I didn't get it all. Here's the rest of the map. Turrican. There was a time when Terry couldn't. But give him the right treatment and Terry can. Oh. Thanks for this tape poke for the street cheat, Graham Smith. Never heard of him. This poke only works on the first 4 levels, and so you're on your own after that. Oh. Oh. He's been at it again. Last Ninja 2 has fallen into the walls of ace game player Stephen Troop. Bet Trento never got this far, eh, Steph? A complete solution to a great game. I never thought there was so much in it. The Last Ninja 2, complete solution. Quattro Power Pack. Codemaster's Quattro Power Pack 4-in-1 compilation gets a sound poking by Dunstable's Andy Price, who provides a complete set of infinite lives, time bikes, etc., but only gets one mention. Hardly seems fair, does it? 4-fold find for the 4-fold fans. BMX3 Freestyle. Thomas and Alan O'Donoghue from Hanwell and Stephen Matthews of Kingsland have found a cheat for BMX Freestyle. Type TAEHC, that's cheat backwards, into the high score table. And guess what happens? I don't know, the game crashes. I don't know. Bloodwitch. Here's a slightly unethical tip for Bloodwitch from Robert Melody of Purley, who suggests that you should select a 2-player game and choose parties for both players. When the game starts, get player 2's party to drop all their equipment and then kill them. Player 1's party can then pick up all their equipment and sell everything which isn't needed. Thanks, Bobby, a clever cheat, but don't come to live next door to me. Only joking. Nightmare. I suspect a lot of people are struggling to get started on Nightmare. Yep. Vinay Poran of Leeds supplies the information to get you past the first couple of screens further than I could manage. Go to the dripping well and take water. Give the water to the old man. Take the food and give it to the old man, and he will give you a magic spade. Move to the second room and using open door, and use the spade, and you can carry on with your journey. Equinox and 3 Weeks in Paradise. Here are a couple of key pieces for older games. There's nothing wrong with that. Equinox. Click the Pete object, move to the extreme top left of the start screen, and press R, N, and C keys together for infinite lives. 3 Weeks in Paradise. Get killed, then immediately press the keys KATH until you obtain infinite lives. Both supplied by Thomas Suka, who emanates from London. So who are Pete and Kath? It's Cheat Mode Index. Every poke, map, hinted solution from the last 12 issues of Amstrad Action. Uh-oh. One day at the market. Look, computer games. Hang on, these look like copies. And this definitely is. Pow. Yeah, you two buy something or naff off. You shouldn't be selling this stuff. It's against the law. And I don't like it. And he only thinks of the money. Hello, is it FAST? £1,000 reward for information leading to a prosecution and conviction. Piracy is theft. Type-ins, a scholastic month with timetable printer, maths quiz and more. Timetabler, yes, school days, the best days of your life. But back in the real world, if you're currently trying to come to terms with a totally new timetable in the new-ish school year, this might be perfect. Quite simply, it allows you to make neat and accurate printouts of your weekly timetable. It will provide you with information concerning each lesson, room number, and teacher. The program was written by Gareth Watts of Norwich and is capable of storing many different timetables, so you and your friends will never have an excuse to be late for lessons again. Sorry. The character design program which we featured last issue certainly wasn't bug-riddled. Oh gosh, no. But this wasn't quite correct either. But it had no bugs in it. Virtually no mistakes at all. Almost perfect. Well, okay, it had 2 bugs in it. For those to be solved, it is necessary to add 2 lines to the code. They should put things right. Not that there was anything wrong at all. What with no bugs and mistakes being present in the program? Well, not many. 2 bugs isn't many. This is as much as 3 or 6. Shadow print. This neat bit of coding looks great in colour and shows you what can be done in only a few short lines. It comes from Shabazz Yousaf from the fair town of Slough. If you list the program and edit line 20 and change $sign to include any word you want, simply delta this text between the quotes and add your own message. No more than 14 characters though. Graph plot 6128 only. Even more math mayhem from M. What a treat, eh, readers? Enter your info and the computer draws a graph. What more could you possibly want? Math quiz 6128 only. Back to school with a vengeance. Everyone knows that practicing mathematics is one of the most fun things you can do, so why limit yourself to only doing math in the classroom? This program from Mr. M. Merrifield of Merseyside will allow you to sharpen your numerical skills. You must input your age first, and this acts like a skill level. Age 20 gives the hardest questions. They then get gradually easier as the age level increases or decreases. Older persons' brains don't work too well, we assume. You can choose how many questions you wish to answer, and there is a time limit for completing each one individually. This is also modified by the age which you initially input. Just in case you didn't know, just in case after all it's always possible, you don't know what these funny dots in the listings are for, here's the answer. They're there to indicate spaces. Sometimes it's hard to tell how many spaces are in a line containing text. Say, getting the number of spaces wrong may not stop the program working, but it'll give you some funny checksums when you run it through typewriter. And that's not all! Also, in case you didn't already know, you can earn yourself vast amounts of cash by sending us type-ins. We have to think they're good enough to publish, of course, and make sure you enclose an SAE so that we can send your tapes and discs back. Just to give you an idea, some type-ins can earn their authors between £15 for some really weedy dozen-liner to £40 for a truly colossal, no bigger than 10k though, stupendous masterpiece. It really does have to be good to warrant that amount of space though. So what you waiting for? Get those listings in. Quadratic 6128 only. More zany maths fun with this quadratic equation solver. Again from Mr. Merrifield. Boffins will be delighted with the program which solves the sums, then displays a graph of its handiwork. Monty Python Cruiser. Who's Cruiser? Iron Man and Sprites Alive. I'm sure among others. Emotion. Turrican, Stop Press and Mouse. Afterthought. New improved price for Amstrad Action and other excuses. The price of Amstrad Action has, owing to public pressure, been forced to rise. A reader's letter has flooded in, complaining about the ridiculous cheapness of the magazine. How can it offer exceptional value for money when it is virtually free in the first place? Actually, the price last rose in July 1989, issue 46. That's nearly a year and a half ago. Increasing production and printing costs have, alas, taken their toll. So is the 100% pay rise we've all taken, which readers voted for overwhelmingly during our recent console compo. Amazingly, you can take advantage of the old price for another year. How? By simply subscribing to 12 issues. It will cost £17.95 and includes a free game too. Choose from Lords of Chaos, Pipe Mania, or International 3D Tennis. Anyway, 15p a month isn't much, is it? Well, it is when you work on Amstrad Action. Old Man Ribbon. A great and terrible melancholy has fallen over the AA office. A trusty little daisy wheel printer ribbon has finally been discarded. The AA crew is almost frantically environment conscious, so it goes in for recycling in a big way, especially the jokes. We have been using the same printer ribbon since issue 3 and have re-inked it over 720 times. It's now only 6 atoms thick, with it as dry as a bone, but we have kept using it because we have been made aware that Britain throws away 26 million ribbons each year. These would stretch from Land's End to John O'Groat and back 3 times. The idea of all these inky ribbons clogging up our motorway system is horrifying, so instead we use re-ink. This is sprayed directly onto the open ribbon cartridge and enables the ribbon to be reused with no loss of print quality. The cans are available from lateral developments. In the meantime, our ribbon will be laid out on a nearby section of the M4 between Land's End and John O'Groats. Sing all together now. Tie a printer ribbon around the old oak tree. Your ribbon need never be nobbled again. Ew. Console compo results. As we predicted to ourselves, a huge number of people wanted to win a GX4000 console. I bet. This, as you no doubt remember, is the glorious prize offered in the aptly named console compo in AA60. The questions were taxing, but even more so was the tiebreak. Several people resorted to satire, others used irony and pathos, alliteration and onomatopoeia were seen in profusion, and there was even the occasional hint of gross offensiveness, but sad to say, many were rubbish. Here's the best of the rest. Everyone working on Amstrad Action, because if they were paid more, they might produce a vaguely decent magazine for once. Damien Smith, Windsor. Well, you don't win. With a sense of humour like theirs, the extra money is needed for medical bills. Adrian Hand, Chesterfield. They got rid of Trent and Webb. Jonathan Morley, Horncastle. Ho ho, sorry Trent. Bodyguards, libel suits, and plastic surgery cost a lot. David Ferguson, Bangor. They should have a bigger bite of the cherry. Martin Steen, Teignmouth, groan. They create a magazine suitable to radical Amstrad dudes. Jason Cunningham, Reister. They make up great tiebreak centres that no one can complete. Derek Bilton, including you. AA is the best since Ocean was a puddle and Robocop was a couple of spare rivets. NJ Barnes, Telford. But the winner has to be DC Blakely of Cheltenham with Peanuts always need raisin. Brilliant, what absolute crap. Your prize, consisting of one brand spanking new GX4000 console, is on its way. To the news agent, Amstrad Action is distributed by Future Publishing. Well, they do their own distribution now. Dear news agent, please reserve me a copy of the December issue of Amstrad Action, due out on 15th of November. Thursday, 15th of November. If you're under 16, please get your parent or guardian to sign here. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. The Heroes on a Half Shell trademark are coming. Available soon on Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, Spectrum, Amstrad, and PC. Narc. No one had the guts. Until now. Here, copyright Williams. I'm sure these are arcade screenshots, right? The hottest coin-op game in the past 2 years now comes storming onto your computer with a vengeance. Controlling a Miami Vice-style cop, you crusade through the criminal world of pushers and dealers, shooting, arresting, and basically destroying everything in sight. Every level of tense and non-stop action introduces greater hazards, traps, and firepower, and what has been hailed as the greatest shoot-'em-up coin-op game ever. Ocean. Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore, Atari ST, Commodore Amiga. That's it. That is the end of the magazine. Alright. Yeah, that's all for tonight, I guess. It's yeah, a little early, but yeah, whatever. Let's see who we can raid. I know where we're going. Right, so yeah, that'll do for tonight. More action action next week. I'll probably just fill the rest of the week with just trying to fill out the Super Street Fighter 2 retro achievements. Because why not? It's gonna be a fun time. I'm sure we'll probably be at it for weeks. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I'll catch you next time. See you then.